Good evening, everyone. I hope I'm audible. I welcome you all to GRE Preparation Made Easy, Quantitative Reasoning Class Geometry by Mrs. Grishma. Here are a few instructions for the participants. Make sure you have a stable internet connection and a noise-free environment. We recommend you to use your earphones for best experience. Also, please respect your instructor, your classmates, and yourself. Don't write anything inappropriate on the chat box. Also, how to answer the polls. You have to click on the more icon and then go on activities where you will find polls. We also have three packages, as you can see: bronze, silver, and gold. If you upgrade to silver and gold, you'll get extra benefits like evaluated mock tests, expert university recommendation, dedicated counselor for entire application, and so on. Also, we have free profile evaluation with our experts, comprehensive evaluation, university shortlisting, course recommendations, recommendation reports, and doubt clearance. Also, free live IELTS classes are conducted Monday to Friday, 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. It is a 4-week course, and Duolingo classes Monday to Friday, 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. It is a 2-week course. You can register for free. Also, you can reach out for further queries. Here are a few achievements. This is the Ubergrad website. You can select the country, course, and specialization. When you go on Explore, we have countries, universities, courses, and exams. You can get all the information from here. When you go on Solution, we have free profile evaluation, talk to the counselor, country recommendations, course recommendations. Also, test preparation stores, additional services are provided. Also, weekly blogs are uploaded. You may go through them. To contact us, you can call us, WhatsApp us, or mail us. Also, when you go here on My Test Preparation and click on GRE View Course, you get the daily handouts and recordings. In case you've missed any sessions, you can get the handouts and the recordings from here and cover up the course. Also, for any other queries, you may ask at the end of the session. Thank you. Ma'am, you may take over.
Hi guys, good evening. Okay. Am I audible, Smriti?
Yes, ma'am, you are.
Okay. So guys, if you respond and all, it will be good so that I will also understand that I have some interactive audience. Okay. Just a moment, guys. I will share my screen. So is my screen visible? Yes, yes.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. Firstly, uh geometry part mostly, like everybody already have this knowledge on this because all this you were learning since your school. You have done all this since your classes and all, like in fifth grade, sixth grade, and most probably in seventh grade too. So all these are the basic concepts. So I want you guys to engage so that I'll also know how the session is going on, how well I'm getting to you. Okay. So first question is, I'll ask, what do you think the concept of geometry is? So if you just drop some text, it will be more useful. Anybody, any answers? What do you think the geometry deals with? The concept of geometry is? Okay. So okay, let me be clear. Okay, geometry is that concept where you deal with the size or shape of the object, and depending on which angle that object is, or depending on the relative actions on that particular object. Okay. Okay. So basically, since school grade, you are studying all these, right? Two arrows, when they mix, it is a acute angle, and if the angle is greater than 90 degrees, so if it is 90 degrees, it is a right angle. So all these basic concepts. So do you remember this? Thank you, Sudha. Area fine. Yeah. Circumference. Okay, cool. So like I don't think I have interactive audience today. So let me just get into the concept. So basically today we'll be dealing with angles. So can you just tell me in the picture that you are seeing, what What is visible to you? What do you see? What do you see in this picture? Guys, all these are the basic, guys. So if you answer, then only you will know how well you are able to answer, how well you are going to give your exam. I want you to understand the basics and concepts also. Okay. To know your fundamental levels, please try to answer. And here it is very simple. Even a third grade can answer. That is, we can see totally 3 lines, out of which 2 are parallel lines. Okay. 1 line is intersecting both these parallel lines. Am I right? Am I right? Okay. So if you see, if a line is intersecting a parallel lines, these opposite angles will be equal. Do you know that? Great. So in this picture, we can clearly tell that these opposite angles will be equal and these opposite angles will be equal. Okay. And from childhood, we have learned, right? For a straight line here, the angle will be, how much will be the angle here? It will be 180 degrees, right? So do you know this or not? Okay. So the sum of these two angles, 1 plus 3 will be 180, and 4 plus 2 will be 180, and 5 plus 6 will be 180, and 7 plus 8 will be 180. Also, if you see, 1 plus 4 will also be 180. Even though the line seems slant, but still it is a straight line. Slant, straight line only, right? So 1 plus 4 will be also 180, 3 plus 2 will be 180, 6 plus 8 will be 180, and 5 plus 6 will be 180. Okay. And here the beautiful concept is, as these PQ and RS are parallel lines, the angle 1 or angle Y, angle 5 will be the same. Okay. Angle 1 is equal to angle 5, and angle 3 is equal to angle 6, and angle 8, angle 2 is equal to angle 8. Okay. Is it clear, guys? Simple concept, right? If there are two parallel lines and the line is intersecting the parallel lines, these alternate angles will be equal at the same time. These 1 is equal to this 5. Okay. And we'll just go to the next problem where we'll solve this question. So I want everybody to try. Okay. And here we are having 3 parallel lines. Okay. From the previous concept here, whatever we learned, these alternate angles will be equal, right? And if you see here, if this angle is 74, okay, what will this angle be? Let's say this angle, we'll call it as some B. What will B be? So as we learned previously, sum of these adjacent angles on a straight line will be 180, right? So here if you see, 74 plus B is equal to 180, right? Sorry, I don't have my notepad today. So very good, Riddhi. And 74 plus B is equal to 180. Then 180 minus 74 is equal to 106. Great, guys. So if B is 106, then as we discussed before, these alternate angles should be equal, right? Am I clear? Then B should be equal to X, right? So what is X now? Anybody? What is X? Value of X. As these two lines are parallel lines, we got this angle B. So as per the theory that we learned before, B should be equal to X. That is great, 106 degrees. Very good. Well done. And here, if you see, these two lines are also parallel lines, and X and Y are also alternate angles, right? So X is equal to Y. So X equal to Y equal to B is equal to 106. Great. And now here, if you see, this picture, it might seem little okay difficult or something like that, but take this picture in a different view. Like, let's say, consider this as B line and consider this as A line. So if this picture seems confusing to you, draw a different diagram where you draw these two lines and just draw just one line. And in this way, if you see, it will be easy for you. Here the angle is given 123. So obviously the X will be, how much will be X? These two are alternate angles. Yes, guys. 123, right? Good. And so now we'll see in a different mode. These two are parallel lines, and this y is like this. So here y they have given is this. Okay. So as we learned, if this if okay, this is a straight line, right? And sum of these two angles will be 180, right? So how much? 110 plus 180, 110 plus, let's say this is some t. 110 plus t is equal to 180, right? And what is t? It is 70. So am I clear? So if this is 70, these two angles are alternate angles, then y is equal to t, right? Great. Y is equal to t is equal to 70. Very good. So there is nothing new here. All these concepts, you have known them since your childhood. It's just that we need little more brushing of our concepts that we know. And we just know simple terms. Okay. And here, the basics, as we all know, like geometry deals with both sides, how the distance we are having, how the size we are having, the shape of that particular object that we are seeing or particular figure that we are looking into. Here, if three sides of a triangle are equal, then it is equilateral triangle. If only two sides are equal, it is isosceles triangle. And if no side is equal, it is scalene triangle. We all know this. And this is based on size, and this is based on angles. Acute angle triangle, right angle triangle, obtuse angle triangle. Okay. So acute angle is if all the angles are less than 90. Please note all the angles. Okay, and right angle is if one angle is equal to 90, this one here. And obtuse is if one angle is greater than 90. And what should be the sum of all three angles of a triangle? What is the sum of all three angles of a triangle? So, okay. Sorry, I had it here itself and asked me. Okay. Sum of lengths of all three sides of a triangle is perimeter. Yes, you all know that. And if you go, so here we are having a few problems. See here, they're asking us to find the value of x. X is the angle. So if you see, this is an isosceles triangle, right? Because here it is given AB is equal to BC, right? So if AB is equal to BC, okay, what should this angle be? Hmm? Angle should be equal, right? If two sides of a triangle are equal, their opposite angles are also equal, right? So angle A equal to angle C, and A plus C plus X is equal to 180. So if you see 180 minus 100, that is equal to, sorry, 80. Okay. Okay. And yes, you will get it, Ram. So after the session, we'll share it. Okay, great. And uh, okay, Sudha, you are talking about C, right? C is 50 and X is 80. Okay. And the second picture, if you see, what is this? Which kind of triangle is this based on angle? The second picture is scalene triangle, right? Okay. So if you see here, they're asking us DFG is a straight line. What is the value of X? X is this one. Okay. And if you see, this whole is a straight line, right? So what is the sum of angle, this 120 plus angle DFG? Angle DFG plus angle EFG is equal to 180. So this angle will be equal to 60, right? If this is 60, and if you see sum of angles of a triangle is 180, then 100 plus 60 plus x is equal to 180. That implies x is equal to how much? 100 plus 60 plus x is equal to 100, right? 180, right? Very good, really. 20. And what is the perimeter of a triangle ABC? Okay. So how do you calculate the perimeter? What is perimeter basically? Sum of sides of an triangle, right? These length of sides. Okay. Am I right? So anybody want to answer this question? How do you calculate the perimeter of this triangle? No, length into breadth. No, no, no. 2 into L plus B, that is for a rectangle. Anish, 2 into L plus B, that is how we calculate for rectangle, because in rectangle, opposite sides are equal, right? So 2 times length plus 2 times breadth, that is for rectangle. And this is for triangle. As we clearly said, see here, sum of lengths of three sides of a triangle is a perimeter. So AB plus BC plus CA is equal to the perimeter. So anybody wants to answer this? How do you calculate? So don't stress yourself. Here it is very easy. If you see, first you find this angle C. What is angle C? 180 minus 180 minus 75 plus 30. How much is that? 75 plus 30? 105, right? 105. Then 180 minus 105 is definitely 75. If you see, here the angle is 75. So if two angles are equal, then opposite sides are also equal. So this angle and this side, matlab this BC is 4 centimeters. What? 4. 4 units. So what is the perimeter? 3 plus 4 plus 4. That is 6 plus 3, 9. Am I clear? So how did I calculate this? First, I calculated the angle C. So then I found out that this angle A and angle C are equal. That means opposite sides are also equal. So if this is 4, this is also 4. And 4 plus 4, I'm so sorry. 4 plus 4, 8. 8 plus 3, 11. Right? Great. And so inequality theorem. So this one everybody knows, right? If sum of two sides of a triangle is always greater than the third side, and a plus b will always greater than c, a plus c will always be greater than b, and b plus c will always be greater than c. And there is other concept that you guys know, like, do you remember, like, difference of two sides is always greater than the third side? Do you know this, guys? If b minus a, I mean, c is always greater than b minus a. Okay, so we'll get into it also. And here we have the questions. Which of the following triplets can be three sides of the triangle? Okay, here they have given us length of triangle. Now we have to calculate how this formula is working or not. Now we are having three equations, right? So a plus b is greater than c, a plus c is greater than b. So I want you guys to work on this. So tell me. So we'll take 2 minutes and tell me. So is a 3, 4, 5. So can we consider them the sides of a triangle? Does that theorem work? So 3 plus 4, is it greater than 5? Yes. 4 plus 5, is this greater than 3? Yes. And 5 plus 3, is it greater than 4? Yes. So it's 8. So will you do the, for B, C, D, E, and E? Will you tell me? And which of them doesn't follow the rules of this triangle? See, if you see clearly, E, 3 plus 1 is not greater than 5. Okay. And if you see clearly, you can see 4 plus 2 is not greater than 7. So it is very simple. Okay. And here also 14 plus 20, 34. 34 is not greater than 36. Okay. Am I fast? Do you want me to slow down? Okay. It's, can you understand, guys? Did you understand this? Okay. So let's go to the second question. Okay. So if you want, I can repeat this again. Here we are just seeing, instead of going to all rules, you can just see sum of two sides. 4 plus 2, 6. Definitely it is less than 7. And here 14 plus 20. So all you see here, the small trick is, if you are having three numbers, usme like select the number which is the highest. So here 5 is the highest. Then Instead of wasting your time on three formulas, just do select the highest number, then calculate these two numbers, other two lowest numbers, and 3 plus 4, if it is greater than 5, then we'll go to other options. We'll check other options. Okay. And here highest number is 18. Now we'll see 10 plus 12, 22. 22 is greater than 18. Very good. So these can be also sides of a triangle. So that is how you can see. This is a small trick where you don't have to waste your time. Okay. And an isosceles triangle has two sides. It is saying for a triangle, this, okay. And it can also be like this also. So here they are saying isosceles triangle matlab. What did we discussed for isosceles triangle? Two sides will be the same length. That means if they're saying 4 and 6. If they are 4 and 6, other side should definitely be either 4 or 6. Okay, let's say if it is for 6, this is 6 and this is 4. We easily found out the third side, and if it is 4, this should be 6, right? So now what is the perimeter of this triangle? 6 plus 6, 12, 12 plus 4, 16. And what is the perimeter of this triangle? 4 plus 4, 8, 8 plus 6, 14. So this we calculated. So now what are they asking? What is the least possible perimeter of the triangle? So the possibilities of a triangle having these two sides, these two lengths as isosceles triangle, here we're having two possibilities. And out of these two possibilities, the perimeter we got is 16 and 14. Out of this, what is the least? Among 16 and 14, which is the least? 14. Very good. So the least possibility is for sides 4, 4 and 6. Okay, easy, right? And next. So a triangle has sides 5, 10 and x. If x is an integer, how many different values are possible of different values are possible for x? So here is not just asking the range of x, they're asking number of possibilities of x. And firstly, I'll ask this question. I know everybody knows the answer, but I just want to check. Do you know what is an integer is? Integer. Okay. So in integer, we don't count any fraction seconds like 2 point something or 3 point something. All those will not come. It's just the numbers 1, 2, 3 like that. Okay. And minus 1, minus 2. And it integers, we also have 0 also. Okay. See, all these concepts everybody know. It's just the again revision types that we need to know about this basic terminology. That's it. Okay. So here he's saying, okay, this is 5. Let's say this is 10. Let's say this is x. So they are asking how many different values are possible for x. Also, guys, please note here they're not just different values are possible. They want the number of values, okay, and not the range. So I want you guys to focus on the question and read the question carefully. So as we discussed before, sum of two sides should be greater than the third side, right? So what is the sum? 15. So 15 is greater than x. Okay, so we got one thing. And previously, as I mentioned, the difference of other two sides, 10. So here, why I'm not doing 5 minus 10, tell me. Size can never be negative, right? Okay, am I clear? So once in a while, if you respond, I'll know that I'm not on mute and speaking and somebody is listening. So 10 minus 5 is 5. So here, clearly, the range of x is from 5 to 15. Okay, is here it is clearly written, sorry, 5 to 15. So here I want a simple answer from you guys. If it is from 5 to 15, will you count 5 and 15 also? Can I count 5 and 15? Okay, from 5 to 15, I have different numbers 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I'm having 9 numbers. So should I count 5 and 15? If I count 5 and 15, I will be getting 11 numbers. If I don't count 5 and 15, I'll be getting 9. So should I count or not? Okay. Sudha said no. And anybody else? Why I should not count? I should count. Okay. Why I should count, Riddhi? So these small confusions that we have to focus on. It as we have written, we never wrote greater than or equal. Or equal to is not there. Did you see? It is clearly okay. Side will not be zero also. Size will be always positive. Okay. And here, Riddhi, if you observe, we have clearly said it will be greater than. It will not be. It is not greater than or equal to. Okay. That's why you won't count these 5 and 15. Okay. Okay, guys. Let's see now different properties. Okay. So area of a triangle. How do you calculate? If you're having a pen and paper, I would suggest you guys to note it down so that when we go to next page where we are doing problems, then you can just remember the. Okay, somebody wrote something. Okay, you can just remember the formula and you can work on it. Okay, a of a triangle is half into base into height. So I just want to guys to understand if this is a triangle. So I'll just A, B, and C, right? So what is a base here? Can you tell me which side is the base? Which side should I consider as a base? Is it AB or BC or AC? Which side should I consider as a base? Because it, okay, okay. Thank you, Riddhi and Anish. So as we are habituated to this thing that okay, the one which is down is a base. If you see, I can also rotate my triangle in other way, and I can just see. I can rotate my triangle and I can put AB also here, right? So here you'll say AB is a base. It is just like you the triangle. You can turn over the triangle in any different ways. You can consider any angle as a base, but it depends on which height you are having. If I'm having AE height length, if I know that height, then I will be considering BC as base. I don't know AE length. I just know BG length. If I know BG length, then what will be the base? AC will be the base, right? Did you understand this concept? Do you want me to repeat? So, which side we are considering base? So that depends on which height we are having. Okay. These are little things that I want you guys to focus on. If let's say for you to confuse you, they gave the height, the length of this BG, and they also gave AC and BC length. But as in our regular usage, what you do half into BC into BG, if you put, you'll be getting a wrong answer. And to divert you, you'll be also having that in your option. Okay, so be more careful about this. And here, if you are having three sides of a triangle, if they give you A, B, B, C, and CA, then the lenses, and then S is equal to half into A plus B plus C, half the perimeter. You know, right? S is the perimeter, A is the area, and two sides and included angles. Did you note down the formulas, guys? Okay. Shall we move on to next slide? Shall we? Okay. So now we are having two problems. Like let's do it. Okay, what is the area of triangle DE and F? So if you see now in the first picture DEF, which side will you consider as a base? The concept we spoke about Abhi right now. For which side is the base? They gave the height as 6. Now, what is a base? What is a base? Anish, base. Half the area is, what is the area formula? Half. Sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay. Half base into height. So base will be DF, right? Good. And half into 8 into 6. Would get 24. What's the answer? 24, right? Okay. Now, here in a right, we are having right angle triangle. Okay. How do you calculate for a right angle triangle? Anybody? So everybody knows this. Just I want the answer from you guys. From school, since childhood, we are having this famous formula. Hmm? We are having one famous formula. Everybody, like, if I say that formula, you tell, oh shit, I forgot. So, what is the Pythagoras formula? In a right angle triangle, I have C is equal to. Am I right? So, the third side is equal to sum of squares of this A square plus B square. In this, so here, some people, the mistake they do is, so I'm having 12 and 13. So square root of 12 square plus 13 square is equal to, they'll be marking as AB. So that is not how it is. If this side is A and this side is B, then definitely here it is C. And here we don't have that concept of changing base. Okay. And this A square plus B square, 12 square plus B square is equal to 13 square. Right? Do you want me to write it, or did you get it? Did you understand? You remember Pythagoras theorem, right? For a right angle triangle. Okay. I'm going to next slide, guys. Are we cool? I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. So here, uh, I don't know how many of you are comfort with the sine concept or cosine concept. But what I would suggest is don't get stressed on this and don't invest more of your time on this. It is simple. We can do it by normal concepts also. Here, for just for you guys to have an understanding. So here, sine of angle A by sine A is equal to B by sine B is equal to C by sine C. So guys, while listening to maths classes, use a pen and paper and note it down. How many times you write the formula, it will be that much clearly figured in your mind. If you just listen, nothing gets into your head. So it is fine even if you are writing for 10 times, it will get into your head. Use pen and paper, write it. Okay. And it's just a mirror. Okay. This is for finding sides and this is for finding angles. And what is cosine rule? A square is equal to B square plus C square minus 2B cos. Okay. If you write only, you remember, guys. Otherwise, you will not remember. Even if it is not now, after at least while practicing, at least you write it down. Okay. And here, listen the important point. Larger sides will have larger angles opposite to it. Okay. If here what he's saying, in this triangle, which angle do you think is the largest? Answer me. In this triangle ABC, which angle do you think is the largest? Might be just by looking at the picture. In ABC, which angle might be the largest angle based on this one, theory one? Yes, Riddhi, tell me. Yes. Okay. Um, okay. Okay, can you just give me a small line explanation? Why do you think that C is the largest angle? Because I am not getting it. Right? But here it is clearly written that if the side is larger, it will be having larger angles, right? And if you see in this picture, we can see A seems to be larger, right? Don't you think A seems to be larger? So if A side seems length of A is larger, then angle B should be larger, right? So is this concept clear? The larger side, and if the side is larger, then the opposite side will be larger. Okay, and vice versa. And let's say if I gave only a larger angle, then you can easily say, okay, uska opposite jo side hai wahi larger. Okay, and smaller side will have smaller angle. So based on the picture, which side do you think is a smaller, which angle do you think is smaller angle? Now tell me, guys. Now, which angle do you think is a smaller angle based on the picture that is visible on screen? Yes, Riddhi. Look into it. Based on the picture that is given, which side, which angle, sorry, which angle might be the smallest angle? I'm not asking the largest. Largest is A. We got it. Okay. C is the smaller angle. Yes, right. Good. Okay. Very easy. Just that you need to focus on simple terms that are written. And now, again, we came back to questions. Okay. Okay. So do you want to try one question? Do you want me guys to give couple of minutes and get back to the answer, or do you want me to start? So why don't you guys first we'll start with the easy question. Here question number 2 is very easy if you see. So here you are having, they gave you two angles, 37 and 45. And here they're asking quantity A side length AC, quantity B side length BC. Okay. Now tell me, now here the question is, you have to either, we'll be having these symbols, right? Greater than or less than or equal to. Which symbol should I use here now? Guys, I'm not doing the first question. I'm going to the second question. After second question, we'll get back to the first question. And now, based on the concepts that we discussed before, tell me, side is side AC greater than BC or less than BC, or what is the concept here? Come on, guys. Very easy. Come on, come on. Yes. So what did we discuss? If obviously, let's first sum of these two angles. What is the sum? It is definitely less than 100. Okay, and this angle will be the largest. Okay, this side is the largest. That is done. So here he is asking about these two angles only. If this angle is greater than, if B is greater than A, then obviously this AC is greater than BC, right? Am I clear? If, like let I'm saying, angle B is greater than angle A, okay, then obviously what is opposite to B? AC is greater than BC, right? Am I clear? What symbol will come here? AC is greater than BC. Okay, any confusions here? No. All clear, right? Okay. Now we'll get back to this question number 1. So here it is clearly written, figure not drawn to scale, okay. And if here he says that x is greater than z and z is greater than 60, okay. So guys, if you understood that, say yes. Otherwise, I'll again repeat the question number 2. So I did not see any response from you guys for question number 2. Do you want me to repeat the concept again for question number 2? Riddhi, Ani, Mani, it's clear, right? Yes, now. Thank you. Thank you, Sudha. And here he's saying z is greater than 60 and x is greater than z. That means x is also greater than 60, right? X is also greater than 60. And okay, if x is greater than z, x is greater than z, what does this say? What is opposite to x? CB. CB is greater than AB. Is this point clear? Okay, do you want me to? Okay, Dhananjani. Okay, here the concept is what we learned is here the larger sides will have a larger angles opposite to it. Okay, here what they are saying is if this is a triangle, I'll go to let's say this triangle. Okay, so if you see. In this triangle, you can clearly see, right? The sides are very different from each other. The angles are also very different. Here, if you see, based on the picture that is seen, you can clearly say, here I'll term A, B, and C, right? So if you see which is the largest side, Dhananjani, which side do you think is the largest side in this picture in ABC? It's okay, you can answer. BC, right? So BC is the largest side. That is clear. Very good. So what the concept says is, if this side is larger, then the angle opposite to it is the larger angle than other two angles. Okay. If this side is larger than other two sides, then the angle opposite, clearly not angle opposite to it, is larger than other two these angles. Here it implies angle A is greater than both angle B, comma angle C. Am I clear now? Dhananjani, am I clear? Great. And also it says, if you see which side is smaller here, which side is smaller? AB is smaller. If AB is smaller, then the angle opposite to it is a smaller one. So which is smaller? C. So C is less than both A, B, okay, and if you see, if you want to write, if they ask you write in an ascend based, if they'll give you the size, and if they ask you write in the ascending order of the angles, then what will you write? Simply, what is the largest? A, angle A is the highest, is greater than which one? Actually, now we are writing in a descending order. Which one? A is greater than? What comes next, guys? Tell me. B is greater than C. Right? Is this clear? You understood, right? How we got different this order, like how, so in descending order we wrote A is greater than B greater than C. You understood? Did you understand, Dhananjani? If you did not, we can do with one or more example also. Why? Okay, can you be more precise, like why? C. Okay, here clearly we are saying A is the largest, right? You only said, and you also said that C is the smaller, so put larger here, smaller here, and greater than symbol you are having. So what is remained here? We are saying, we are neither saying B is the smallest or B is the largest, right? It will come in between only, right? Okay. And now, okay, you already took so much time. So let's do question number 1, guys. Okay. We left, where did we leave? Okay. Here, as he said, X is greater than Z. That implies if X is greater than Z, angle of side opposite to X is CB is greater than side opposite to C is AB, right? And now the question is about AC and AB. AC and AB. And here if you see, if this angle is greater than 60 and Z is also, okay, X is greater than Z and Z is greater than 60, matlab Z is also greater than 60, right? Hmm? Am I right? So do you want me to repeat? So they are saying here X is greater than Z. Z is greater than 60. We have this formula, right? If A is greater than B, B is greater than C, hmm, then B is, you know these basic concepts, right? If A, okay, some simple term. If A equal to B, B equal to C, then A equal to C. You know, right? Okay. So if here both angles are greater than 60, what is the sum? 60 plus 60, 120. So the sum of x and z is definitely greater than 120. Okay. What will be the other angle greater than 120 means? Let's say is 120 plus x. Okay. And what is 180 minus 120 plus x? It is definitely less than 60. So that implies here angle y is less than 60. So if y is less than 60, then what will be, if it is a least angle here, if angle y, then the side opposite to y will be the smallest side, right? What is AB? AB is the side opposite to C, right? If C is the second largest angle. I'm sorry, Z is the second largest angle, right? So AB will be the second largest size. Okay, do you want me to repeat, Sudha? Here, if you see, the concept is simple. They're saying, no, okay. If it is clear, very good. So what we understood, AC or CAAC is the smallest size because the angle is the smallest. Okay. Okay, Himani. And is AC. Okay, the length of AC is the smallest right here. So we'll get the less than symbol than it. Okay. So I'm repeating it. Guys, please try to understand and listen more carefully. Okay. And here it is given. So x is greater than z, right? Okay. Sudha, here the question is like you just need to say greater than or less than with the symbols you will be giving the answer. There is no answer like AC or BC or something like that. The answer will be either quantity A is less than quantity B or quantity A is greater than quantity B like that. Okay. And here if you see, we get back to Himani's question. Himani, here if you see, they are saying x is greater than z. This angle is greater than this angle. Okay. That implies if this is the greatest angle, then the side opposite to x will be greater than the side opposite to z, right? Imani, did you get it? If x is greater than z, then the side opposite to z, x, what is the side opposite to x? CB is greater than AB. Is this clear, Himani? Okay. And if you see, okay, till that point, everything is clear. Now, how should I calculate about the term AC size? Okay. Now, if you see, sum of three angles of a triangle, what is the sum of three angles of a triangle? It is 180, right? And here they are clearly saying Z is greater than 60 degrees. If Z is greater than 60, and so definitely X is also greater than 60. And if both X and Z are greater than 60, then what is the sum of X and Z? Will definitely greater than 120, right? Did you understand? So let's say here X is greater than 60. Let's consider X is equal to 60 plus A, right? And let's say Z is greater than, they are saying Z is also greater than 60 is equal to, let's say 60 plus B. So what is the sum? X plus Z. What is the sum, guys? Himani? 120 plus. Himani, unless you interact, you will not understand. So if you interact only, you will understand where you are making mistakes, where you need to focus more on all these things. Yes. So x plus z is given as 120 plus a plus b. Then what is the sum of angles of a triangle? So 180 So x plus y plus z is equal to 180. Here if you see 180 is equal to, what is x plus z? 120 plus a, we are having y, right? Am I clear, Himani? Okay. So if you see here, what will be y? Y will be 180 minus 120 minus a plus b. That implies y is definitely less than 60, right? Am I clear? So anybody, is anyone having a doubt? Obviously 180 minus 120 is 60 and 60 minus a plus b, a quantity, right? Positive quantity. Then positive numbers, what 60 minus something, matlab it is definitely less than 60 only, right? So it says that y is less than 60. Understood, Himani? Himani, understood? Okay. So as here, both the other angles are greater than 60 and this angle is less than 60. Here, if you see the concept, by this and this, you can directly understand x is greater than z is greater than y. Did you understand this, everybody? By the angles, we can see angle x is greater than angle z, which is greater than angle y. So based on this, what conclusion can we draw? Which side is opposite to x? CB. CB. Which side is opposite to z? Z ke opposite. We having AB. And which side is opposite to y? AC. So this is what we got. And what they're asking, AC is the equation between AC and AB. If you see, AB is greater than AC. This is what we got now. So that is why we putting AC is less than AB. Okay, understood? So it's just like 2 minutes you spend on it, you can understand everything. Okay. Okay, cool. So okay, we are also running out of time, and here I'll just go through the concept. I don't want to waste your time too. See, we are having similar triangles. Similar triangles as well. Like let's say if these two triangles are having same angles but not the same sizes. Okay, we can have a small triangle where the size are just 3, 4, 5, and there might be some bigger triangle. The size might be different, but the angles might be the same. Okay, and here if you see side angle triangle, side triangle, all these concepts. Okay. So what I will do is, as today we are running out of time, tomorrow I'll discuss these things. And so today, what I want you guys to focus on, uh, all the basic concept and the terminologies that you see, go through it again. Okay. And here when we discussed, okay. Okay. Here, some of you are making a mistakes on considering the angles. So that thing. And here, which side that we have to consider the base. And most of you were all clear in that. And in this question, I suggest you guys to play smartly to choose. Okay, because for always choose the first. Like let's say if I'm choosing 12 plus 18 will always be greater than 10 only. So if I do the terminations like this, it will take more time, it will consume more time, and I'm wasting my time on all these silly things where I'll not get time to think about the bigger problems. Okay. So here the simple concept is pick the largest size, and based on that you calculate and you answer the tiny things. All these easy concepts, it's just that you need to spend some time. And here which side you have to. Okay. Ram, did you go through our website? We are having lot of content, and we do suggest people to go through Cambridge preparation too. Preparation only. Okay, so I'll do one thing. Tomorrow I'll share the names of the books that you can go through. Okay, for your preparation and all. Okay, most of the things what I feel is normal preparation is enough. I want you guys to get more into the concept. If you understand the concept, things will be more clear. But tomorrow I'll be sharing some book names which will be easier for you to access and all, not without paying. So based on that, you can start your preparation. And guys, mostly most of you are confused with this concept, larger sides and larger angle. Don't make mistakes by tiny confusions or in that exam rush and all. Okay, be more clear, be more pleasant, be more calm, and deal with it. Everything is easy. So tomorrow we'll deal this with again. And Himani, I want you to do this sum again. Question number one, do it again till you understand it. Okay, sometimes when the person teaching, if they says everything seems clear, but what happens is when we do, we kind of make mistakes. Okay, you try to practice, then you will know your fundamental level. And also everybody, I suggest you guys to give the sectional test. If you give the topic wise test, then only you will know how much you are doing good in that particular topic. Okay, give topic wise test, don't go through the full mock test, because if you, in the beginning itself, if you start giving full mock test, what happens is sometimes in the mock test not all topics will be covered, right? So you will be missing out few topics. And what if the topic you missed only comes in the exam? So please give sectional test, topic wise test. Okay, practice more, get into the concept. Okay, okay, guys. I'll just hand over the session to the moderator. Moderator, you can take.
Yes, ma'am.
If you have any doubts, you can let me know. Otherwise, I'll be leaving. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, great. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.
I have already shared the handout and recording link and Telegram channel as well. If you guys have any other doubt related to the Ubergrad website or the handouts or recordings, you may ask now. Otherwise, I'll be ending the session. Thank you so much for attending.